So, if you're feeling stuck in your journey as an animal communicator, you're not alone because it happens. And guess what? It's all part of the journey. Today, I want to talk with you about the real reasons we get stuck in animal communication and how to get back into the flow with clarity, confidence, and connection. Hi, my name's Dulce, and I'm an animal communicator, and I've been doing this for over 10 years now, both talking with animals both here as well as in spirit. And along my journey, I totally understand that feeling of being stuck, which is why I'm here today to share with you how to get unstuck. And by the way, meditation is one of the keys. You won't believe how much closer intuitively and heart to heart you can get to the animals that you want to talk with, as well as your own animals. So, using meditation is very important, which is one of the reasons why I've created a free guided meditation to help you connect deeper with any animal, whether they're physically here or in spirit. And you'll find that link below this video, and it'll be on my website as well in the freebies resource section. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with others. This topic is so dear to my heart. So if you're looking for extra support, I've poured so much of what I've learned into my book, Why Your Animal is in Your Life. It's full of real stories, insights, and tools, all based on my 6-step awakening process to help you move through those stuck moments while more understanding and trust. So you'll find the link for my book right below this video as well. So let's dive in. The first thing is you're thinking too much instead of just being. When we try too hard, we block the flow. Animal communication isn't about effort, it's about presence and being in the stillness. I remember when I first started talking with animals well over 10 years ago. This was when I was actually practicing with my friends' animals. And right before starting the session with this one animal, a guinea pig, and her name was Claire, I just froze. I wasn't relaxed or grounded. And my brain took over saying, wait, you've never talked to a guinea pig before. And at the time, this was at my local pet store with her human. So what did I do? I immediately told Claire's human, wait, I'll be right back. And I went right into the bathroom, closed the door, and just started doing some deep breathing, which always relaxes me and it grounds me. And then I heard, Dulce, remember last week you talked with Remy the snake? What's the difference? That was my higher self. And then in that moment of stillness, I just smiled and I felt such warmth and love right here. Then I heard, come back when you're ready. I will be here. We have all the time in the world. And that was clear. So you see, it has nothing to do with thinking, but everything about being in your own inner place, your own inner stillness. And I actually did a video on how animals show us how to be in the stillness. So you may want to check that out as well. Again, it's all about quieting the mind and turning in from your heart and the energy you're feeling here. Because the more we try, the more we shift into thinking. And that pulls us out of our intuitive alignment. So the key, just be, trust, and feel. Number two, doubt and self criticisms are the real blocks, which, when you're in that low frequency, there's old beliefs that pop up and they start triggering you. And by the way, how to align with your beliefs that actually serve and able to release them, that's actually the first step in my 6-step awakening process. Now, many animal communicators feel stuck because they don't trust themselves. And you might receive an image or a word and immediately second guess it. Does that sound familiar? So, over the years, I've provided my intro to animal communication workshops. And when connecting with the animals, I have my students ask the particular animal, hey, what's your favorite toy? And when we go around and everyone shares what they've got, including what the favorite toys are, It's interesting. There's at least one person who shared they did pick up on one toy, but they didn't write it down because they doubted themselves. They didn't think it was real, and they just dismissed it. Whatever an animal is sharing with you, whether it's through image, words, even a smell, a taste, an all knowing, or any feelings or emotions that you're picking up, it is real. Write it down, allow it to be there. Remember, as an animal communicator, it's not our job to judge, but to be and share everything that the animal communicates to us. So we pass that along to their humans. Now, self doubt also creates static in your energy. So remember, questioning in that moment of what you're receiving actually blocks and creates the resistance to receiving anything else coming in. So please be kind to yourself. And what you can do is just say, I trust what I receive is valid. Okay, the third one is you're holding on to old energy. Now, as you know, everything is energy. And sometimes we're carrying unprocessed emotions. Could be grief, it could be guilt, it could be fear. Because this energy, whatever it is, can weigh you down and cloud your intuition, cloud your all knowing, your senses. Remember when I shared about Claire the guinea pig? My old belief of, well, wait a minute, it's not a dog or a cat, so how can I connect with a guinea pig? And what do I do? Oh my God, how do I follow my inner knowing? I remembered to tell myself, wait, I'm right here, I'm in the present moment, and I'm doing this. So I took a moment to just clear my energy field. I also want to share with you one of my private clients who came into one of our practice sessions, and she was holding so much grief from losing her dog. She really wanted to connect, but she said, I just can't because every time I just start crying. So we didn't force it. We just created that space for her to breathe, feel, and release without needing to get a message. And by the end of the session, she felt her dog's presence so clearly, and not through words, but through a deep sense of peace. And then she felt him sitting right by her side. How beautiful. So sometimes we just need to feel, which allows our intuition to flow. Think of telepathy as teleempathy, and that will help you. You're using your empathy because it's not about resisting, but allowing those unprocessed emotions. Do this to clear your energy field. Just go into some deep breathing, and you can ground yourself with crystals or go outside, be with Mother Nature, sit by a tree, stand by a tree, look at the birds. Allow yourself to just be in the flow of gratitude and say, I lovingly release what is no longer serving me. Because when you clear your energy, your animal communication sessions will flow naturally again. Okay, the fourth one, you may be misaligned with your spiritual core. Understand that animal communication is sacred. It's a heart to heart, soul to soul connection. So if you're feeling disconnect, just ask yourself, am I aligned with my heart today? Am I in a loving, open state? Because when we're scattered or we're in fear, it's harder to receive anything. So you need to realign with your inner core, your inner unconditional love for yourself. Trust and understand your why. Go back to why you're doing this. Go back to what inspired you, and that will realign you naturally. Another way to easily realign yourself to your core is simply by placing your hand on your heart. Close your eyes, take several deep breaths on, and on each inhale, imagine a beautiful golden light coming down from your crown into your heart. And as you exhale, just feel and see and blow out that beautiful golden light all around you. Because when you do that, that is your love outwardly and all around you, allowing yourself to feel that inner peace and that stillness to guide you. I remember one of my private students who came into our session, she felt completely shut down. She said, I can't hear anything. I think I've lost it. I don't know if I can do this anymore. So all I asked her was to do this exact exercise. Allow that golden cord to come into her heart and with breath work. Within minutes, her body softened, her energy shifted, and she suddenly felt her cat's presence so clearly she just teared up. And it wasn't that she lost the connection, she just wasn't aligned. Please know the love, your love, is always there. It's just allowing yourself to open up your heart space so that you can come into that space. One of the easiest things we can do is sometimes we just need to slow down, breathe, and return to our inner core self. Okay, the next one, the fifth one, this is a real big one for everybody. Let's talk about fear. Fear is often the root of feeling stuck in animal communication. It doesn't always show up loud and obvious. Sometimes it slips in quietly through our doubt, our hesitation, comparing ourselves with others, or just trying to be perfect. And most of that fear is tied into your beliefs. Now, if you've ever said, I'm probably just making this up, that's a belief. And that's one that you can shift. And I get it because I've been there. Over 6 years ago, I was so full of fear. I wanted to go live and offer free animal communication sessions because I wanted people to experience it as well as understand that they too are intuitive. But the fear, oh my God, it took over. I kept thinking, what if I get it wrong? What if nothing comes through? Or what if I'm just frozen? Or what will people think of me? Will people be judging me? Will people be making fun of me? Because even 6 years ago, it was kind of woo woo. And I was concerned, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I was like, no, I need to do this. But that fear literally stopped me for an entire month. But the truth was, is that those were thoughts that were coming from my belief systems. Those weren't coming from my heart. It was coming from my brain. It was coming from past experiences. So when I shifted from fear into trust, everything opened. And I pushed that go live button and just surrendered to knowing that whatever comes through is for the highest and greatest good for all. I learned to lean into my own love unconditionally. And that connection, that day that I pushed that go live button, oh, it was so amazing. I came through so clearly and I just felt so honored. So understand that fear based beliefs lower your frequency, they cloud your inner knowing. But when you shift into trust, you shift into your own energy, your own empowerment. The animals that you're connecting with, they're going to feel that right away. And you're going to naturally connect with them, and the flow will just be there. So ask yourself, what belief is holding me back right now? And then, what truth do I choose instead? That shift alone can change everything. So if you're feeling called to go even deeper, go ahead and register for my next upcoming masterclass called Awaken to Conscious Living with Animals. Because this masterclass will take you through not just my 6 step awakening process, it's going to heighten your intuitive abilities in your animal communication journey as well as in your daily living. All the details are below this video, and it would be my honor to have you in with other 7 additional beautiful souls. And remember one more thing. The key to being in the flow and not stuck is practice, practice, practice. Because this is a journey, it's not a performance. Because every time you show up, you're living consciously in your heart, in your spirit, and realigning with your natural intuitive rhythm. All right, one final thought. Even if things right now you feel off, nothing is ever lost. It's just waiting for you to remember realign, and reconnect. So do this with your inner core, your energetic, loving self. And when you do this, give yourself grace and stay open. Keep showing up from your unconditional love. The animals are always ready to meet you there because your animal communication journey is about remembering who you truly are and returning to the love that has always been right here. So, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.